and then my cloak is like thrown over the top of her head, kind of like draped, and Nina's just like, "Come on, Granny, come on," and just like slowly helping her along.
Roll a
Deception?
Yeah.
Perfect. I've got a +9 to that. Natural 16 plus 9, so 25.
Okay, I'm not gonna make her roll because with being blind and deaf, she looks like an old,
Yeah.
like she just looks a little, yeah. So yeah, you see this display, slightly impressed that Nina's caring for such an old person and leaving them alone. And you guys, yes, kind of gather right outside the plank that seems to head towards a door along the side. It goes up onto the kind of top side where you do see a fucking door that opens from the bottom.
A hatch?
Hatch. Oh my god, thank you.
You're welcome.
But yes,
Yeah,
you guys
you're right.
stand at the
Hard
top.
to miss this.
Mm-hmm.
This is a weird boat.
I've never seen a boat like this before.
Anyways,
We need a
probably been
hydro
like an hour at this point.
Oh,
right?
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the deal. We gotta pause for just a second before we go on this boat. I want to make a few things clear. The boat is leaving at dawn, so we have
All right.
this until at least dawn. They're headed towards
Adcatha, right?
Athkatla.
Athkatla.
Athkatla. They're headed towards there. Oh my gosh, something about the boat. There's a sexy captain.
Chara, I don't mean to interrupt and all, but I don't care.
But it's relevant. I swear somehow this is relevant.
He literally reaches back and grabs Grandma and pulls her forward by the front of her arm a little bit. This fucking moron, and puts her in front of you, has caused enough problems. The other one's missing. We need to find him so Nina is a little lower calm.
Thank you for being
And
so
then
kind
I need
about
to go
that.
try to save a goddamn kid that these two probably got killed.
Okay. All right.
Do you think that they'll let her stay here on the boat?
We're gonna find
If
out,
we're
aren't
leaving
we?
in the morning, I don't see why not.
Okay.
But that's where the charisma comes in that I don't have.
Well, if there's a sexy captain, I mean, it sounds like Char's already got an in.
So is there anybody on top of the boat?
At
Or
the
is
moment, no.
Can I knock on the hatch? Like it's a door?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I do.
You knock on the hatch, and it takes a good 2 minutes or so, but you hear a piece of metal unlatching, and you see the hatch kind of twirl, and then it pushes upward, and you see a gold and brass face looking up at you. A metallic face with no eyes and like a thin body has some like ornamental metal pieces coming up and off the sides of its body. And it just looks up at you. May I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for crispy parsnips.
Captain Parsonus.
Yes. Yes.
I'm afraid he's already retired to his bed. Perhaps if you came back in the morning.
Time sensitive. And I was told to come back here before the morning, specifically.
Your name.
Chara.
You see the head
Wait,
kind
didn't
of...
you tell them like Amanda last time you were here? Weren't you Amanda something or other?
No, I gave the captain my real name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You see... I think he sussed it out at that point. You see the creation kind of tilt its head a bit, and you almost see kind of these lights behind, like these kind of... Actually, I'll just fucking show you. Why don't I just show you?
Yeah, give us a picture.
All players.
Let us fall in love with
Cheers.
another beloved NPC that we'll have to abandon and leave. Oh, she's neat. They're neat.
And
Oh, that's cool.
you see this kind of robotic figure with almost like kind of lace-like metal where half of the eyes would be, and you just kind of see a light quickly tracing back and forth beneath. Chara, you are on the registry. Follow me. And this individual would climb back down the ladder.
I would turn to my party and be like, we're on the list. Let's go.
All right. You guys kind of all climb into the Manta Rose, climbing down the ladder where you drop onto a plank. And this individual would turn towards you and would look to the rest of you. Hello, I am Tink. May I have your names for the registry?
Hi, Tink. I'm Nina. This is Rowan.
Nathan Lonergan.
Wonderful. Welcome to the Manta Rose. And he would turn, or she, they, and walk you down the plank a little ways. You pass several doors. You hear kind of echoing noises. Now and then you hear some laughter further down. But you come to a door, and at one point you see a little Harrigan come bustling down. Tink, what are you doing? And you would see, well, Chara, you're the only one that recognizes him, but you would see little Petty Officer Philippe come scurrying down next to him, and Tink would just kind of tilt his head towards Philippe. These are the newest guests on the register, Officer Philippe. I am showing them to the captain's quarters. And the little Harrigan's ears kind of twitch back a bit as he looks at all of you. I thought there was just one of you.
No, there's a group, but we're
Group of you.
totally fine bunking together.
No, that's perfectly fine. No, we have room for all of you. All right, well, carry on. I'll make sure to have your rooms ready for you guys. And he would...
Chara would salute the little...
There is
little
one
rabbit
more.
dude.
One more?
Currently not present.
Well, actually. You see Tink's head just kind of tilts a bit and asks, "May I have their name for the registry?"
Liam Pegason.
And you see the lights kind of transfer behind that lace metal as you watch Petty Officer Philippe. His eyes kind of narrow a bit at all of you.
Something the matter?
No. Just making sure everything's going to be leaving in an okay state, or do we need to be on more high alert?
I think we're
I think that's information for your captain to decide whether it's okay or not. Correct?
I'm in charge of the rest of the men. I'm in charge of the security.
Fair, but if your captain decides that it's not worth the time, that it's not worth alerting you, is it?
His ears kind of go back a bit. Roll an intimidation check. Or persuasion, if that's what you're going for.
I don't mind going for intimidation.
Pull
24.
that captain rank out.
What was it?
24.
Oh, okay. Yeah. His ears kind of go back. And you watch him kind of take a little bit of a step back. And you see him just kind of look up at Tink for a moment. Go ahead and show him to the captain's quarters, Tink. As you wish. And you watch Petty Officer Philippe kind of take a few steps back, watching you, specifically Nathan, before he kind of turns and ducks heads down the plank.
Kara's gonna like kind of give Nathan the side eye and just be like, was that like really necessary?
So for the first time, you're actually seeing Nathan less calm than normal, but his hand is actually resting on life, which is the one that's in his front belt, and he's just tapping the hilt like incessantly. Sorry, I'm just in a rush.
Okay, well we're working on it.
Tink would take you down toward, well, to the door, where they would knock. You would hear just a thump, thump, thump. Captain, I have guests from the registry which have just arrived. They wish to speak with you. And you hear kind of some music playing, almost like classical music in the background.